what to say to these intros anymore because I'm filming like a few videos in one day, so I can just like post them and try to be consistent. So today we are doing a part 2 to the fan conspiracies. Now, most of these aren't like fan related because one of them is, but I've already talked about that. I just made a video about that, so I won't be doing that. The rest of them are kind of just conspiracy theories, so let's get started. I also have my phone this time that I can use instead of my laptop because I have another phone that I'm filming on, and then I have my phone. So, the first one that I want to talk about is the Dan Howell Twitter account. Now, here's the thing. Dan Howell had an old Twitter account that was, I think, Dan is on fire, I think, but there's another one called that too. So basically, anyway, this Dan Howell Twitter account was Dan's, the actual Dan. It was his Twitter account at one time. Now, recently, this year, someone hacked into that account. Supposedly, people thought it was Dan, but it wasn't, because he confirmed it in a tweet. Someone asked him about it and he said, I don't know, not me. So he just doesn't care, obviously. But that was the thing that went on. People were freaking out. People were trying to figure out who it was, when in reality I think it was just someone who does that to old like famous people's Twitter accounts, and they get money off of it. So don't follow the Dan Howell account, please. It's not Dan. I didn't think it was Dan because it was so weird, the things he was tweeting, or whoever was tweeting. It was so weird, and they weren't like Dan. Yeah. It wasn't really a long explanation. It's not Dan, so don't follow it. The next one is the gaming channel. Will it come back? What do you think it'll come back as? Oh, okay. I talked about this in my other video. At VidCon, Phil did a Q&A. It was perfect. But in one of the questions was the gaming channel, and he so graciously replied saying, it is coming back, but it might come back as something different. They really haven't talked about it yet. He said him and Dan haven't talked about it properly. They haven't sat down and have a conversation about it. They haven't really cared enough to think about it. What are you doing? What are you doing?
We took a pause from the gaming channel using the word hiatus, which always seems like a bit of a dramatic word, but the thing is, Dan wanted to obviously take a break because he didn't want to do any YouTube videos for a while, so he was planning this video about his sexuality, and that was such a big deal for him. So I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, we should pause everything for a bit. So the truth is, we haven't sat down and had a full chat about what's the gaming channel going to be now. It might come back as gaming, or it might even come back as something else where me and Dan are trying something new. Like, we haven't spoken about this properly yet, so that might not be a thing that happens, but it's just, we always want to be evolving and trying different things. So the answer is, I don't know, it's still on a hiatus, but I'm very glad that you enjoyed what we made so far.
As much as I would love them, like I said in my last video, as much as I would love them to do a commentary kind of thing, I would so desperately miss the gaming channel. We don't have very much left of the gaming channel since they took away Dan versus Phil, and they've kind of stopped some series. It hurts a bit. Other than that, they could just keep making video games, they could just making videos of them playing games. But I would miss Spooky Week, and I would miss Gaming Mess. But he said it was coming back, but I don't know. He said the same thing with a tour, like an actual tour. Someone asked and he said, never say never. So we might be getting another tour, guys. And I tell you, if they do go, I'm gonna buy my tickets right then and there. I'm getting VIP tickets so I can meet them. The next one is the Phil TikTok account. In his at VidCon, Phil did say that he had a TikTok, but people were trying to find that TikTok. But some people did find it. One of them was linked to his Instagram account, and before, so I've had about to expose myself. I've had TikTok or Musical.ly since it came out. I'm an OG. Ew. Before then, you didn't need a password to link your Instagram to it. You didn't need that. So he could have made it a while back when you didn't need the password. Or it could just be someone trolling us. But one of them, which is the one that I'm mainly talking about, in some of the videos, they're literally at every place that Dan and Phil went when going to VidCon and going to the road trip afterwards. Which, if a fanny did that, props to you, man. But like, that's kind of weird. The one where they've gone to every place and people like that filmed it, I would believe that that's Phil. It's kind of cute that he did that, if it is him. There's a lot of accounts that are like amazing Phil. Most of them aren't, but who knows. The next one is Phil Lester is bi and using the gay label for clout DMP to come out and be relevant again. Okay, here's the thing. Don't do that. Don't assume that Dan or Phil did that just for clout. I believe that like Phil's gay. Like, just gay. I don't think he would do that because Phil was already making videos. He was already relevant. So why would he make coming out just to do that? To be relevant again? It doesn't seem, because I hate to say this, but Phil doesn't get a lot of attention anyway. So he must have known that if he would have came out, he surely wouldn't have got as many views as Dan, which he didn't, by the way. Shame on all of you for not appreciating Phil Lester. Because his story and everything was just as important as Dan's. I don't care if Dan was more harrowing and more educational or anything. That wasn't... It's all about the courage that Phil had to come out to us and tell us. I don't think he's bi, and you shouldn't assume that he's bi. If he says he's gay, then he's gay. I think most of them are antis, not wanting to accept the fact that Phil's gay, because they feel like they have a chance with him. But you just need to respect people. I mean, like, he even, like, looks gay. Like, that sounds so rude. But I mean it. Like, he doesn't look like a straight male. Which is, like... that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad. It's a compliment, okay? But I don't think he did it for clout, because he doesn't get a lot of attention anyway, which is sad. But I don't think he would do that. And Dan, he wouldn't have gone through all of that. Why would someone make a video about getting beaten and bullied and almost killing himself because of it? It doesn't makes sense, and I don't think people take that into consideration. No. They're gay. People just need to accept that and respect it. They're not gonna change. They're them. They're themselves. Oof. Do I want to do that one? Did Kat actually block Dan on purpose so people would make a huge deal about it to get Dan's attention because Kat loves Dan and is homophobic? Okay, this is no hate towards Kat. She's okay. And I don't dislike her because of the whole fan thing. I just, in certain videos and times that I've seen her, like, in videos, she seems kind of aggressive at times, and she seems very rude to Phil at times, and I have a ton of people who agree with me, so. And that goes into her liking Dan and being homophobic, because she wants Dan. She wants Dan. She likes Dan, and she obviously can't have him because he's gay. And see, that's the thing, though. People kept saying that you can't accidentally block people into it. You can. I've done it. Or Instagram just glitches. Like, I've had people that I was friends with, and I go to, like, look up their name or something, or go to text them, and, like, their name wasn't there. Instagram just makes glitches. Like, I don't understand why people don't understand that. It's happened before. And then some people were saying, well, it takes, like, 3 clicks to block someone. That doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean to. But then again, she could have because of the whole, like, her being homophobic thing. But that doesn't make sense because if she was homophobic and she was friends with them for so long, you would think that Dan and Phil would have told her that they were, like, gay. So why would she be homophobic all of a sudden? But then that plays into her wanting attention. Which, like, I don't love Kat, but, like, she's okay. Like, no hate to her, but, like, it kind of seems like she would do that. But you shouldn't hate her because of fan. Don't do that. Don't hate on her because she likes Dan, if she even likes Dan. I think I only have a few left. I have 2 left. Oh! So one of them is Apartment Tour 2. This went all over Twitter. Before, they made a video called Apartment Tour. It was called Apartment Tour. And then recently, Dan changed the title to First London Apartment Tour. So that would imply, right, that there's gonna be a second one? I can't wait. Like, dude, like, please. Of their new house, well, flat or apartment. But look, and like, I love how people like found that out. Like, where did people who find things that like Dan and Phil have changed, dude, props to you. Like, I can't even remember what Phil had as his like profile picture before. He changed it. He changed the title, and I think that implies that we're going to get another tour. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. That goes into like, so I saw this on Twitter. Oh my gosh. So basically the thing was that someone, I forgot who tweeted it. I would give credit, so credit to whoever, because I can't remember who it was. They said, Phil said he changed his room into a filming room, that kind of thing. Do you know what that implies? That implies that Dan and Phil sleep together. Because Phil's, bedding, like his like bedding, this, is in the closet. Like, it's not on his bed. Well, he could also have just gotten a new bed set, but why would he do that? That kind of hurts. But that would imply that he sleeps with Dan, which it's so crazy because all of this goes into one. Dan and Phil moving, the apartment tour, Dan and Phil coming out, Phil's new filming thing, he changed his room into that, his new video that he's gonna be posting this weekend. Oh god, I can't wait. It's all one big thing. The next one is, do you guys remember the video where Dan and Phil played Extreme Granny? Is that what it's called? I can't remember exactly what the video is called, but it's called like Extreme Granny or something. And Phil said he looked up Extreme. Now see, here's the thing though, like, I don't think Phil's gay, so I didn't know what it was, and I looked it up. I know some of you are like stubborn and are like, no, I'm gonna look it up anyway because you told me not to. Don't. It's basically like sexual stuff, but with a grandmother instead of like someone young. And Phil looked it up, and I genuinely think, I don't think he meant to like look it up like for that, obviously. I think he was just looking up the game, and he went to go look at pictures, because you can go look at pictures and you can get like an idea of what the game is or what's in the game. And I think when he did that, he kind of like, but yeah, I think that was the thing. Like, I think he just, yeah, I don't think he meant to. He's gay. Why would he look up that? Yeah, that is literally all of the Famous Mercies. Summer didn't give me many. Joking. But yeah, that's it. Once again, these are all conspiracies. None of them are real. Well, some of them might be, but don't take anything to heart. It's all just theories. Again, please leave your thoughts in the comments, and if you want, you can like this video. And if you're new, you can subscribe. I make quality content, I swear. This was rather a crackhead video, but then again, I think all of my videos are crackhead videos. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.